All right, next video. It says one of the following graphs in the standard xy coordinate plane is a graph of y is greater than or equal to ax plus b for some negative a, that's important, negative a, and some positive b. So it means my slope is negative, so it's going to go down from left to right. All right, so if I look, that would rule out A because it's going up from left to right. It would also rule out E because it's going up from left to right, okay? And some positive B. So my y-intercept is positive. So that one's negative. I can rule that one out. That one's negative. I can rule that one out. So the only option left is C. I don't even have to do anything else, okay? So look for those things. Rule out what's not the right answer. And a lot of times the right answer is just going to pop up, okay? Also, if I notice it says greater than or equal to, and it is shaded above the line, which is what I'm supposed to look for. Okay. Number 8. Which of the following systems of inequalities represented by this? Okay. So if I look at this, I have two different lines, right? This line I'm shading above, so that's greater than. And this line I'm shading forward, which would also be greater than. So my signs have to be both greater than or equal to in here. So if I look, F is not. That one's greater than, but that one says less than. So we rule that one out. That one's both the same. That one's not. And that one's not. And this one is. Okay, so now I know it's either G or K just off of that one piece of information. Now, if I notice, this one has a positive slope. It's going up from left to right. And the only one with a positive slope is here on K. So my answer is K. All right. Oops, sorry. Number 9. Okay. Consider set of all points. Okay. So this question here, this is called a linear system or linear constraint. Sometimes they'll call it like that. So what you're doing is, see how it has this little function down here? All I'm wanting to do is says which is the minimum value. So I'm going to take these ordered pairs one at a time and plug in for x and y and see which one gives me the smallest answer. So I'm taking 2x minus 6y and I'm plugging in for the first one -8 and 0. Does that make sense? I'm plugging in -8 for x and 0 for y. Okay, so that's -16 minus 0 is -16, right? Everybody good with that? All right, then I'm going to plug in my next one, 0, 8. So 2 times 8, 2 times 0 minus 6 times 8. All right, that's 0 minus 48, so it's -48. And then the last one is 4, 0. 2 times 4 minus 6 times 0. So that's 8. So I can tell this one is my smallest value, right? So when I look down here, my answer is -48e. Okay? All right, number 10. In the standard coordinate plane below, a straight line passes through the 3 indicated points. What is the value of A? Okay, so if I notice from here to here, I'm going up 3 and over 5, right? So my slope is 3/5, right? Okay, so if I go from here, my next one, I'll be up 3 over 5 and so on, right? Okay, so I know my slope's not negative, so I can rule out F and G. And I know it's not going to be a whole number here because I'm only going up 1. There's no way I'm going over 1, right? Because it's not a slope of 1. So it can't be K. Now, if I think about it, it's going to be somewhere, it's going to be a little bigger than 3. Well, 5 over 3 is 1.6 repeating, so it can't be H, so it has to be J. You can solve it without really doing any math. Does that make sense? All right, hopefully that helps.